You ever download a piece of software, something everyone trusts, maybe even needs, but there's that little nagging voice asking, is this definitely okay?
Yeah, that feeling. And it's becoming, well, more relevant than ever, unfortunately.
Totally.
Uh,
Because today on the deep dive, we're digging into something pretty worrying.
Hmm.
A supply chain attack focused on RVTools.
Right. And RVTools, it's not some small unknown utility. It's huge in the VMware world. Started by Robware, now it's actually part of Dell.
Uh-huh.
Anyone managing VMware, particularly vSphere environments, likely knows it, probably uses it. It's
Yep.
essential for, inventory, checking system health.
VMware itself even recognizes how important it is.
Exactly. Which makes this whole thing quite concerning, the tools you use for stability becoming a weak point.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's like a foundation stone for managing this stuff. Our sources here, we're looking at a NeuroSignal report that includes Dell's side of things, and this builds on initial research from Zero-Day Labs. They paint a picture where that trust was potentially exploited.
Yeah, it's a bit messy.
So our mission for this deep dive, let's break down what actually happened, how this whole thing got spotted, try to make sense of some conflicting stories out there, and figure out what it means for you if you're running these systems.
Okay, so as the start of it all, the initial discovery, it really highlights how important individual researchers are. A guy named Aidan Leon at Zero-Day Labs, he was the one who flagged it first.
And what did he find? Was it complex?
Actually, kind of straightforward, which is interesting. He just noticed a mismatch
A mismatch? Like how?
between the file hash, that unique digital signature listed on the official RVTools site, and the hash of the actual file he downloaded.
Ah, okay. So the fingerprint didn't match the record. Like getting the wrong package delivered, but much worse.
Pretty much. And it wasn't just a tiny difference either. The file he downloaded was noticeably bigger.
Bigger? Why?
Because, and this is key, it contained an extra file that shouldn't have been there. A malicious one called version.dll.
Version.dll.ok.
Yep.
And that's not normally part of RVTools.
Nope. He compared it against known clean versions, checked their hashes against the official site they matched. This new file was the anomaly, the smoking gun, really.
And was he the only one seeing this?
It seems not. Around the time he uploaded the suspect file to the VirusTotal, the online scanner, the official RVTools website apparently went down. And right then, VirusTotal saw a big jump in submissions of that exact same file.
So other people were likely downloading it, getting suspicious and checking it too?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
That spike strongly suggests multiple users hit the same problem around the same time the site had issues. And VirusTotal confirmed it that version.dll was bad news.
What kind of bad news?
Identified as the Bumblebee malware loader.
Bumblebee. Sounds almost cute. It's definitely not, is it? What does it do?
No, not cute at all. It's basically a first-stage infection. Its job is to get onto a system and then open the door for other, usually nastier malware.
How do they usually get spread?
Typically through things like SEO poisoning, manipulating search results to point to bad sites. Also, malvertising infected online ads and good old phishing emails.
Yeah.
They use lots of ways to push it out.
So it sneaks in and calls in backup.
Exactly. Its main function is just downloading and running other malicious stuff.
Yeah.
That could be Cobalt Strike beacons, which are tools for remote control.
Giving attackers a foothold.
Right. Or information stealers, grabbing passwords, financial data, that kind of thing. Or even ransomware, locking up your files.
Okay, so it's versatile in a very bad way.
Yeah.
And I heard it has links to a big ransomware group.
Yeah, historically, it's been linked pretty strongly with the Conti ransomware operation.
The Conti, I remember them. They were huge for a while.
They were, and they used Bumblebee specifically for that initial access, getting into corporate networks. Now, Conti, as a group, supposedly shut down back in 2022.
Supposedly.
Well, yeah. It's widely believed that many of the people involved, and crucially the tools they used, just sort of migrated to other ransomware gangs.
Like who?
Groups like Black Basta, Royal, Silent Ransom. They often get mentioned. So the brand might be gone, but the tools and techniques, like Bumblebee, they're definitely still out there being used. Shows how this stuff persists.
Right. The threat doesn't just disappear when a name does.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this discovery by Leon, the Bumblebee link.
Yeah.
But then Dell weighed in, and their story seems, well, different.
It does. This is where it gets a bit confusing. Dell's statement, which NeuroSignal reported on, basically said the bad RVTools installer wasn't distributed from their official sites.
Not from robware.net or rvtools.com.
Correct. They claim it came from fake look-alike domains, type of squatting.
Ah, the old trick of registering domains like rvtools.com or rvtools.org, hoping people mistype.
Exactly that. Dell also mentioned their official sites were hit by DDoS attacks, distributed denial of service, basically flooded with junk traffic.
Yeah, okay.
And they said they took the sites offline temporarily because of those attacks, as a precaution.
Right, so Dell's line is, our official sites weren't compromised with malware. They were just attacked to take them offline. And the malware came from these other fake sites.
That seems to be their position, yeah.
But that doesn't quite line up with what Aidan Leon, the researcher, said, does it? I saw posts where he seemed pretty clear.
No, it doesn't line up. Leon posted on Reddit stating very clearly he downloaded the compromised file directly from the official RVTools website. He even gave a date, Monday, May 12th.
Okay, that's specific.
And he added that he saw the site go down, then come back up briefly with what looked like a clean file before going down again. His timeline, his source, it directly contradicts Dell's statement that the official sites never hosted the malware.
So, Leon says official site, Dell says fake sites and DDoS. That's a pretty big difference. How do we reconcile that?
It's tough. It really raises questions about, what was truly happening and the visibility during the incident. Could both be true somehow?
Like maybe the attackers hit both, got onto the main site for a bit and used fake sites?
That's certainly possible. And there's actually some evidence supporting the fake site angle, too. A cybersecurity firm, Arctic Wolf, they reported seeing tampered RVTools installers being spread via type-squatted domains.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they specifically mentioned seeing ones using a .org TLD instead of .com, which fits perfectly with Dell's type-squatting claim.
Okay, so Arctic Wolf backs up the type-squatting part.
It suggests the attackers might have been using multiple methods. Maybe they did compromise the main site briefly, like Leon described, but also had these fake sites running simultaneously to catch more victims.
A multi-pronged attack. That sounds plausible, unfortunately. More sophisticated.
It does, and it fits a pattern because there have been reports before this incident of attackers using things like SEO poisoning and dodgy ads targeting the RVTools name. Suggests they've been trying different ways to trick users for a while.
Man, this whole thing really drives home the risk, doesn't it? The whole software supply chain.
Mm-hmm.
Even trusted stuff like RVTools. So for you listening, maybe you use RVTools, maybe similar admin tools.
Yeah.
What's the bottom line? What should you do now?
Okay, most important thing, absolutely critical. If you downloaded RVTools recently, say anywhere around mid-May 2024, you must check that installer file.
Yeah.
Best way, upload it to VirusTotal. Immediately. It scans the file against dozens of antivirus engines. It'll tell you pretty quickly if it matches the known malicious version. Don't run it first, check it first.
Okay, check the download on VirusTotal. What if it does come back flagged as malicious? As Bumblebee?
Then, unfortunately, you have to assume your network could be compromised. Bumblebee's job is to let other bad things in. So finding Bumblebee means you need to do a full investigation. Hunt for any other infections, figure out what else might have been downloaded. It's serious.
Yeah, sounds like it requires immediate action, maybe even bring in expert help.
Potentially, yes. Beyond that immediate check, some general advice, always be super careful about where you download software from. Stick to official vendor websites.
Avoid those third-party download portals.
Absolutely. They can seem convenient, but the risk is often higher. And even from official sites, if they provide a file hash, get in the habit of checking it. Compare the hash on the site to the hash of the file you downloaded before you run it.
Verify that fingerprint.
Exactly. Now, specifically for RVTools, Dell says robware.net and rvtools.com are the official places. But right now, those sites are actually offline with a warning message.
Oh, it's dead.
As of our recording, yes. So for the time being, extreme caution is needed. Probably best to wait for clear official guidance from Dell on where and when it's safe to download again. Don't grab it from anywhere else in the meantime.
Okay, that's crucial context.
Okay.
So let's sum this up. We've looked at this supply chain attack hitting RVTools, a key tool for many IT folks, which spread the Bumblebee malware loader.
Right, a loader that can bring in much worse stuff.
And while there's some conflicting info on exactly how the malicious files were first distributed, official site compromise versus type-squatting.
Or maybe both.
It's clear that bad versions were out there. And for you, the listener, the big takeaways are vigilance. Check your recent downloads using VirusTotal. Be incredibly careful about download sources, especially now with the official sites offline. And verify hashes whenever you can.
Definitely. And it leaves us with a pretty important question to think about, doesn't it? When even essential, trusted software like this can be turned against us, what are the absolute must-do steps you need to take to protect your own systems, your own information?
Yeah, how does something like this change how you think about software security? With the checks you have in place?
Does it make you double-check things more often? Look harder at where things come from? It probably should.
Powerful points. It's a real wake-up call that staying proactive, maybe even a little bit paranoid, about security is just essential now. We really hope this deep dive helped clarify what happened with this complex and, frankly, quite concerning situation.
Stay safe out there.